let's talk about navigating Medicare. It can feel like you're trying to solve some kind of impossible maze, but getting it right is one of the most important things you can do for your financial future. So today, we're going to demystify this whole thing and really map out a clear path for your healthcare in retirement.
So let me ask you something, and be honest with yourself. Are you absolutely certain that your healthcare costs are going to be covered when you finally retire? It's a thought that, believe me, keeps a lot of people up at night, and for a very good reason. Because when it comes to healthcare and retirement, so many of us are staring at this giant, complicated thing we call the Medicare puzzle. It's this complex system with just so many moving parts that if you try to solve it all by yourself, you can end up feeling not just overwhelmed, but you could be taking a huge financial risk. Okay, so let's take a closer look at this puzzle, right? You've got part A, that's for the hospital. Then there's part B for your medical stuff, doctor visits. Part D is for prescriptions. And then you have part C, those advantage plans that try to bundle it all together, plus Medigap policies that are built to fill in the gaps. And every single one of these has its own web of premiums, deductibles, co-payments. It is a true alphabet soup, and every letter represents a really critical decision for your wallet. And here's the thing you really need to get. A small misunderstanding, just one little gap in your coverage, it's not just some minor oopsie. No way. It can lead directly to unexpected and frankly huge out-of-pocket costs that can put a serious dent in the savings you've worked your whole life for. So, it all sounds pretty complicated, right? How in the world do you find a clear path forward? Well, the solution is all about creating a personalized strategy. And for those of us right here in Georgia, there are definitely some local things we need to keep in mind. One of the key tools for getting through this is something called Medigap. The best way to think of it is like insurance for your insurance. It's designed to do one thing: cover those out-of-pocket costs, like co-payments and deductibles, that original Medicare just doesn't. Which leads us to the million-dollar question, doesn't it? How do you take all these different pieces of the puzzle and actually build a cost-effective strategy that is tailored perfectly to your specific health needs and your financial situation? Well, the answer isn't to try and figure it out alone. It's about getting expert guidance. A personalized strategy, like the ones we put together at Georgia Safe Retirement Planners, is what helps you navigate this whole complex landscape with real confidence. And when you get the right help, the process becomes so much clearer. It really has to start with a personal consultation, right? Because your health, your finances, they're totally unique to you. From there, we do a deep dive, a comprehensive analysis to compare all the different plans out there. Then we're with you through the entire enrollment to make sure you avoid any of those costly mistakes. And it shouldn't stop there. Ongoing support is absolutely key because your needs are going to change and the plans themselves change over time. So what does this all mean for you? Well, it means you get total clarity. You're going to know exactly what Medicare pays for, and just as important, what it doesn't pay for. You'll have an expert walking you through enrollment and giving you a straight professional opinion on which plans are actually worth it for your specific situation. No guesswork. So let's bring this all home. What's the key takeaway here? It's pretty simple, actually. Getting the right coverage is about so much more than just healthcare. Because choosing the right Medicare plan, that's not just a healthcare decision. It is a financial security decision, one that is going to impact your entire retirement. It's really about protecting that nest egg that you have worked so hard to build. So go ahead and take that first step towards real peace of mind. Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Georgia Safe Retirement Planners today.